Hello everyone, welcome to Year 2, Week 12, Lesson 3. And in this lesson we're going to look at worded problems and to find out whether we need to multiply or divide to solve them. One of the things we can do is look for important numbers and important words and also try to visualise what's happening in this number story. What do I actually need to do to solve it? So let's look at the first example. Miss Barclay had 8 packets of pens. In each packet there were 10 pens. How many pens did she have? Well, the important numbers here are 8 and 10. But am I going to multiply them or am I going to divide them? Well, let's visualise what's happening. So Miss Barclay has got 8 packets of pens. Let's draw the packets as boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So she's got her 8 packets of pens. It says in each packet there were 10 pens. So there's 10 in that one, 10 in that one, 10 in that one, 10 in that one, 10 in every single packet. And it wants to know how many pens did she have. So not how many packets, but how many pens. And I know there's 10 pens in each packet. So the number sentence I need to be finding is the answer to 8, lots of 10, because there's 8 packets of 10 or 8 tens. And from my number multiplication knowledge, I know that 8 times 10 is 80. So she had 80 pens in total. Okay. Let's look at another one. Miss Chapman had 8 packets of pens. So this one starts off the same as that one. It's very similar to do with 8 packets of pens. She shared them with Mrs. Taylor. Now that's different. The last one didn't say shared. It said there were 10 in each one. So this might be different. She shared them with Mrs. Taylor. How many did they each get? Now I've got an important number here, 8. I've got the word shared and each get. So that makes me think it's a division, because sharing is a word we use when we divide. Now let me just draw out what I can visualise. So she had 8 packets of pens. So we draw those 8 packets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So she's sharing them. She started with 8 and then she shared them. But how many did she share them between? Because there isn't another number. Well, there was Miss Chapman and there was Mrs. Taylor. That's 2 people. So she must have shared them between 2, because she shared them with herself and one other person. So even though that number 2 isn't there, I can work it out from reading the problem carefully. There must be 2 people to share between. Now I know different methods for dividing by 2. I could find half of the number because it's dividing by 2. I could put it into groups of 2 because it's divided by 2. Or I could do my multiplication. Well, I know that 4 times 2 is 8. So I think the answer is 4. But I'm just going to check what would happen if I divided it in half, because divided by 2 is like finding half. Yeah, it's 4 and 4. What about if I put it into groups of 2? How many groups would I make? Yeah, I made 4. So the 3 different methods all found the same answer, that they each got 4. 4 each. Okay. So even though these both started the same with 8 packets of pens, this one was actually asking you to multiply the packets of pens. This one was asking you to share, divide the pens. Now we're going to look at the last worded problem. So this one says, Mrs. Hamarani had 50p. She bought some packets of pens that cost 10p each. How many packets could she buy? Now there's packets of pens in this one again. Got the important numbers 50p and 10p. What is this? What is it actually asking us? Well, it tells us that she had 50p. She needed to buy some pens that cost 10p. Okay, so each packet of pens was 10p, but how many packets of pens would she be able to buy to make that total of 50? So it's almost asking us how many 10s would make 50. Or, using our knowledge of number families, 50 divided by 10, what? So she had 50. I know that 5 times 10 is 50, so 10 times 5 is 50. So that means that 50 divided by 10 must be 5. So she could buy 5 packets. So that one was a bit trickier because it didn't have the word shared, so it wasn't obvious that we had to divide. It didn't say lots of, so we didn't know for sure that whether we had to multiply. But think about it, it was saying that she had 50p and she was going to divide that into groups of 10 because she was going to be spending 10p on each packet. So the number of packets that she could buy would be 5, because I know that 5 lots of 10 would make that total of 50. So that one's a bit tricky, but if you think about it carefully, visualise what she's doing, that would help you. So if I was going to visualise the fact that there's some packets of pens, each one's 10p, so one packet is 10p. I know that I can go up to 50, so one packet's 10, another packet 20, another packet 30, another packet 40, another packet 50. So that was 5 lots of 10 to spend for the 50. Okay, it's really important to look for the numbers in worded problems. Look for those important words like shared or each or lots of or groups of, because those will give you clues. If you haven't got those words, visualise what's happening in the problem. Think about what it's asking you to find. You've got quite a few of these to practice on your slideshow. So you're going to be bringing together and applying all the knowledge you've got of your times tables, of your division facts, using all of that to help you solve them. And maybe when you finish the slideshow, maybe you could write your own worded problems for somebody in your family to solve. See how quickly they can do it. And think about how you would write a worded problem that was about multiplication and how you would write a worded problem that was about division. So that's a bit of an extra challenge for you. Okay everyone, take care. Bye bye.